that does set up for Roshan.
Especially have a Nog.
This pause that we just had right now, but some epic heroes, because I cannot contain my excitement. My hands are literally in the air, and you can attest to this.
I can confirm.
Meepo, I have not gotten a cast in probably years at this point.
Probably.
Shadow Fiend is always a classic, and then the Witch Doctor out of nowhere. I mean, you said they picked him earlier today, but
Yep.
very underpicked hero right now in this meta. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Talk to you. This is a very classic draft, first of all, of course. The off-lane Meepo with the carry Naga
That's
siren.
right, yeah.
Where you have like 20 billion summons all around. I kind of like the 9Pandas draft where they have a lot of like this sustain with some healing ward. You have the Witch Doctor heal coming through later as well. Maybe some auras on Miero with this really fat Kiyotaka Shadow Fiend who, to be fair, he should have a good lane. But I like that Fear pointed out. This bottom lane for Gaimin is very free. So I think both Tofu and Celery are going to look to really offset this early tempo that Kiyotaka's going to have. And if they can do that, I think they drastically increase their win percent in this game.
Yeah, Gaimin Glad, I mean, this is a cool lineup. The Meepo has a lot of sustain now because of Dig. And you have Enchantress for the heals. I just wish we could have seen the Undying. I'm not going to lie. I know I'm a Grab Ally fan. I know I'm a Grab Ally fan.
These heroes are way cooler.
No. I'm not saying they're not.
Okay.
I'm just saying I would love to see the interaction with Grab Ally and Meepo, because you can just go in and out, and then you'll have enough time to dig, you know.
You just,
pretty cool.
And then you put Visage in the same team and everyone just goes down and never gets hit.
I won't lie. The dig mechanic, I mean, it's basically Visage, right? They got a little lazy with that one. Minus the stun, I suppose, but basically a stone form. But
I do wonder, like, if you get levels on Meepo and like some Wraith Band and like some attack speed later, like maybe there's a way where you just man up always with one Meepo when they go on you with the spin, with like levels in Ransack, and you just try to like heal through it. But most of my eyes are going to be on this mid lane between Quinn and Kiyotaka, similarly to last game. I would say Kiyotaka's got a very good matchup on his hands this time around. SF versus Ember, this is not a good matchup for Quinn here.
Yeah. How many points in Flame Guard do you just have to max it in this matchup?
There's like, I think it depends on how you want to play in like 2 minutes coming into the game, because I would say his supports are going to try to play through him. So maybe there's like a 1-2 build as Ace up top.
Yep, they're going to spin down Ace.
Spin the
Looks
win,
like
baby.
That's going to be first blood for Solo on the Witch Doctor. And Ramsey's going to force Tofu out of lane as well. So talk to me about the Witch Doctor as well. Why do other teams not pick this hero?
That's not sure why other teams aren't really picking it. I think this hero is still very playable. The heal is very good, and we just saw them put it to very good use there. They were pushing the wave in with the Voodoo Restoration. They had like 5-6 creeps on them. They got, I think, even level 2 before, so Ace was tanking all of this stuff. And overall, I don't know, I just feel like Witch Doctor is kind of a pretty boss hero. You just heal, you help your carry, then you can go around, you have the Maledict. So yeah, I think maybe other people just
used to be a pseudo counter to Chen and Enchantress because of the paralyzing cask just lasting forever in terms of stun, but that was changed. Right now it's just extra damage onto the creeps.
You just deal damage, and you of course you have the classic heal that I think most people just want to max out. The sustain from it is really strong, and I think when they picked like all this Witch Doctor and Jug, like having the sustain against Eng, Ember, and techies who deal a lot of damage over time, I think it's a very, very cool concept.
Also a hero that has a good shard, because you'll eventually take out the Tormentors.
He also leaves the game for a little bit.
That's right. Gives them a little save for himself, a mini grab ally that does damage. Everything's grab ally. It has to be compared to the best.
Grab ground.
That's right.
As Quinn doing pretty well so far in this lane. I would assume he's going to go some like 0-2-2 or maybe 1-1-2 build, and then it depends on how the side lanes are going. That's like maybe where you communicate, okay, can you guys come mid, or I need you guys to come mid, minute 5-6, I'm gonna get the levels of chains to set you guys up. As Ace looks like he's gonna have to play a little more passive up top. I think you need a couple more items, maybe 2 levels in Ransack or the second Meepo to then really start playing more aggressively in that lane.
And what about the Jug versus Naga matchup when you get to mid to late game? Like, what kind of itemization does Ramses need to go for? Because we've been seeing Battle Fury. Is that good enough against the Illusions, or do you need to go for like a Maelstrom type?
I wonder what he will do. I think both is good. From most Jugs I've seen, they just kind of have to go Battle Fury, and they do that. But perhaps they want to play for like a more mid-game timing, where you just have Kiyotaka be the frontlining dude, you get a Maelstrom and like a Yasha, and you try to go fight, but wouldn't be surprised if we just see the Battle Fury. I think Jug does pretty fine against Naga. Yeah, Quinn. Triple raise, there's a glyph.
Yep, he's got another raise to work with.
Tries to fake him out. Does it again.
Very nicely done from Kiyotaka, but it's going to cause double TPs to come in. Tofu blast off hits. And Kiyotaka,
there's a chain.
Fairy Fire as well. They want to force Tofu to get the kill, which he will. But still, does cause rotations to come from Gaimin. But a nice rotation overall.
Those are big plays from both. Like Kiyotaka fakes it, Quinn doesn't fall for it, then does it again. But by the time the raids did hit, all the stacks had worn off, I think. So nice TP from Tofu as well, as now Quinn is going to get themselves both of the water runes. So this is going to make the next move even easier. So very nicely done from them. Roger, with a little bit of pressure. But to be fair, they touched on it before as well. This is just a very free lane for the Ragio. So we're going to see Celery move out pretty soon.
Yeah, back to the Meepo, because just going to talk about this hero ad nauseum until we actually see him do something. But they have a lot of saves, as we're going to see Maledict onto Ragio. Blood Grenade is there. Solo. You know, he's always going to be stacked up with those blood grenades. The Eidolon's continuing to chase.
Is it enough of the tango?
Nope. Maledict is enough. Solo, another kill for him.
Solo got it. I think Solo might have one of the... He has to be like top 3 support players with the highest amount of twin gaze usages in like the first 6 minutes. He will always dive your goddamn tower with his blood grenade and just get in there.
Tofu looking for an opening as the healing ward comes down.
This is nasty.
Yeah, they definitely have the sustain. They have a decent amount of push.
Solo, he better be getting some blood grenades right now, because I love his inventory, but he's missing the grenade.
Yeah, that's true. A little slacking here from Solo. But then again, Gaimin does have a lot of sustain themselves as well. As Requiem coming out, it's going to be faked. Quinn has to use a Remnant. Nice job from Kiyotaka. Damn, this is an epic 1v1 matchup, I have to say.
Yeah, this is some open AI stuff going against each other, faking each other out, going in, going out. TP's getting forced as probably the first super important time for both mid heroes. The active rune is spawning as Ace is top up in the net worth. And I think now you can kind of leave him alone and he can fight back, I think, into this dire lane. I'm pretty sure he can just stand his ground with treads, just fight with Ransack.
Yeah, most likely. Kiyotaka getting forced out by Quinn. The Searing Chains is there. Terius is here along with Celery. Requiem comes out Solo with the heals.
Block grenade.
Bolt. Not enough to get a kill outright as the Tomato looking for something, but can only find his way to the grave. And Quinn ticking out.
Oh my god,
He'll survive as Ramsey's gonna Blade Fury in the top lane, but the Earthbind is there from Ace, and like you said, he can just
he got him.
He can just right-click through the Blade Fury.
I think this one-on-one top is actually unplayable. Like, he's just gonna right-click you with 2 levels on Ransack, Wraveband, Treads. Like, what are you gonna do here as Ramses if you get left alone? But you're gonna be left alone because Gaimin's supports are just gonna go mid and play through Quinn.
Yeah.
Round 2, baby.
That's right, double raise. Kiyotaka's slowed though. Quinn
chains
with
blood
chains. Tofu's on the other side as well. Sticky Bomb will not latch though. And Quinn ends up wasting a remnant there, but Kiyotaka is going to be able to walk away just fine. A lot of action in this mid lane. You can see that both teams really making sure that their mid laner has a good game.
I mean, this is the adjustment from Gaimin from game 1 to game 2. They're the strongest when they can leave their side lanes and play through Quinn in the mid lane. Even with a bad matchup, they're now even. They're going to keep pressuring there, and this is the best situation to put Ace into, where he just gets his one-on-one, he does well, he's going to be top of the net worth, he's going to do a good job at staying there, and overall the pressure on this map right now is very high from Gaimin.
Celery being the usual annoying enchantress that he is in these early stages of the game. This is a hero that, I mean, we do see banned from time to time. I feel like it has some of the highest impact of any support.
Some meeple down bottom though.
And through the gate. Ace. Oh, Sticky Bomb onto Miero. Blast off is gonna hit, and Ace should be able to finish the job. Black Hole comes out with Antares, but there's the song from Durachu to cancel.
He just got level 6 for the song.
And Ace, gotta think they will be able to kill off Miero, although he misses the Earthbind onto the Enigma, and the heals coming out from the rest of 9Pandas will actually be enough. But meanwhile, Kiyotaka takes a tumble, as Celery able to take him out, but the Omni Slash onto Quinn, not quite enough. So Ramsey's making a quick rotation, but not enough to save their mid laner.
Some big moves from Gaimin right now, using the heroes in the right place at the right time. Ace still camping one meeple down bottom, and I love the wards that Gaimin have placed in this early game. Like when they push SF out of this mid lane, there's one ward to his left when he farms the jungle, there's also one ward in the triangle if he falls back there, so Gaimin know exactly how they want to push forward, as Ramsey is probably not too happy about TPing mid here, using his Omni Slash for basically nothing.
We're going to see the replay of the kill onto Kiyotaka. Yeah. They just dove the tower. The typical Enchantress type things.
Nice dodge.
Have the creep tank all the tower hits.
Yeah. Just making it look too easy. Well, that's one of the things SF does not deal very well with, as the Ratio being dove. Good lane ward. Being dropped by Solo. Just going to walk it off. His Q-Tech has a Blink Dagger queued up. I'm not sure he's going to continue with that. But we'll have to see.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I wish the Arcane Blink build was still a thing.
The Arcane Blink Rush, you're dead.
That's actually sad that that's not in the game anymore.
That's true.
Just for this hero. But definitely more right-click oriented. This is why the Blink Dagger is a little strange. We'll see if he commits or not.
And you've got the split pressure coming in right now, which is happening a lot more in Tier 1 Dota right now, where you know, really 5-mana tower or 4-man, you just have multiple heroes pressuring like different lanes at the same time, where Ace is very annoying up top. They're bringing 3 heroes here to stop him from that, but in the meantime, you're just completely sacking your mid lane and your mid Tier 1 tower.
Yeah. And Kiyotaka not able to come down to this side anyway. No escape mechanism. That's always been the downside of the Shadow Fiend, but I mean, would you say that he has the same kind of comeback mechanic, if you will, that he used to, where you can just go into the jungle and just clear waves?
Yeah, I mean, he still comes back very well into the game, and luckily for him, he has a lot of heroes that help enable him in the mid game, as Ramsey's taking a lot of pressure.
Yep. Ramses, Tomato
Man.
Solo's there again with the heals. But Quinn wants to finish the job. He wants to kill Ramses, but might have to settle for Solo.
Or neither.
Yeah, doesn't have mana to follow it up any further, so Solo has come in several times. Oh,
he got him!
Did get him in the end.
Little sneaky Quinn with his DD rune comes back in as Ace. Is that an Atos? My goodness, a 10-minute Atos. Now I'm going to try to work into the Mega Meepo.
That's right.
Of course. One of the funniest acts in the whole game. Here we get the little arcane boost onto Quinn. Solo's like, yeah, I'm fine. Nope. But if he has the tower aura there, I think he lives. I think it's just outside of it. He's like, oops.
Solo's been there before.
It's like, damn. Stupid Quinn.
And Quinn now level 9. And if you compare that to Kiyotaka, actually also level 9, so he's actually done a decent job of catching up in terms of the levels. And in fact, he's more farmed than Quinn. That's actually really surprising. I just looked away for a couple minutes, but he's definitely come back.
Yeah, SF does farm very well, but for the game and how they want to play, it's not looking too good. Quinn is being very annoying now. You don't have the best heroes at dealing with it, and he did actually end up going for a Blink Dagger. I want to see how Kiyotaka is going to end up using this one.
Yeah.
Like, how do we...
Just to farm faster, you know, blinking from camp to camp.
Get around, get those raises out. I mean, like, what's the combo? You can always, of course, look for some Black Hole or some Malefice into that, but...
Yeah, I mean, the Black Hole, until you get BKB, it's going to be hard because there's always a song.
You don't have the longest stuns to, like, really catch Quinn off guard in the game. Like, no one's really going to set you up with that, so it's more about perhaps for him to be more mobile, kind of dodge these ganks, but... I thought what 9Pandas want to play for in this game is like this mid-game, you get strong, you buff up your SF, you have all these auras, but it looks like they're going to take a slightly different approach.
It is quite a good BKB game, though. As Requiem coming out onto Quinn, I don't think it's going to be enough damage. 3 raises do hit, but he needed a +1, and Ramsey's just out of range.
Good old Flame Guard, absorbing a lot of that damage to keep him alive.
Quinn continuing to be a nuisance. Ramsey's, Omni Slash coming out. It's going to force out Quinn to use the Sleight of Fist, and now Ramsey's has to spin away.
Stolen
backup, though. Centaur stomp onto Celery, and he's just going to drop.
Okay,
Arrows there with that helm of the Dominator. Kiyotaka showing it off. Going for another raise. Quinn trying to outrun him, but the raise is enough. The long-range Shadow Raise brings Quinn to the fountain. A 3-for-0. Looked like a very discombobulated fight to start, but 9Pandas, they know what they're doing, apparently.
Yeah, there comes the Blink Dagger from Kiyotaka. All of this was initiated with Ramsey's Omni Slashing the Ember.
That's right.
Like, even how stupid all of that looks, it created this entire fight, so very nicely done by them. As Quinn, at the end of getting out, I think he messed up his pony item. As Ace, he does get to walk it up, but look at Quinn here. Messed it up, and Kiyotaka, bam!
Boom.
Takes him out.
All right, he's... that's a typical Quinn reaction. Nothing.
That's a little like hair flick, hand in the face. All good, bros. As respawn and into the next play.
Yeah, smoked up on the Meepo right now. Kiyotaka, he only has entice next to him. He's going to help out with the telekinesis.
Nice.
One raise hits onto Quinn, but he's going to get surrounded with the Earthbind and brought down to his knees. And entice looks like he will follow suit in all likelihood. Blood Grenade going to slow him. And, is he actually going to live, or he's ticking out? All right.
Cool kids don't look at explosions, Shannon.
Well, I don't know if you can look at the explosion that's on yourself.
Well, Tofu didn't look at it.
Okay, fair.
As the Pavis coming out soon from Solo.
Very interesting. All right, we got 3 Meepos now.
Nice. Soon we're going to flick him at Ramsey.
That's right. Mega Meepo is a thing to behold, let's just say.
It's coming.
And what do you think about we did talk about Dig. Is that something that you buy? Like, I assume it is. It feels like it is almost a necessity at some point.
I mean, depending on which heroes you play against, it's got to be good, right? Especially, let's pretend you're getting Omni Slash. Seems pretty cool to just dig into the ground and chill.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening to you. I don't think it's like the one you focus on too early on, so you're gonna go for this Atos, Axe, maybe like 1-2 more items, like some blinks, some stats, and then you can go like for a shard on the in-between.
Scanning.
And Gaimin with a 4K lead. I mean, I haven't looked at that in a while, but...
If there's one thing a lot of the heroes are good at, it's killing creeps, because they've got multiple units. As Quinn being...
That's true. It is 8 versus 5 right now.
True.
All right, does he have 3 or... No, never mind.
He's got 3.
Yeah, okay.
And Durantio has 3 more illusions. And then Manta, so 5 more.
There we go.
So we're 15 versus 5. This is not okay, guys. They're cheating. Oh!
Blast off. Kiyotaka has to use his Requiem. Is going to fake it out. He's getting kind of pretty hard. Atos is there, and Ace wants to finish the job. They're going to be able to take out Tofu in tow, and it's going to be enough for Kiyotaka to actually get away. Quinn wanted to finish the job, but he's not going to get the kill he was looking for.
The Maledict!
Yeah, the Maledict doing quite a bit onto Quinn, along with the Death Ward. Solo dies, but he gets the kill onto Quinn eventually. And now Ace kind of left all alone. The Malefice onto this low Meepo, and there's the blink down from Kiyotaka.
Oh, the song,
Dyrachyo with the song. It's in range finally. We'll see if that's enough for Ace to actually get away. Looks like that is the case.
Ooh, kind of a sick fight. I think the Requiem must have clipped Quinn on the very back end because it looked like he was ready to try and dodge it and get in there, but Kiyotaka gets to blink out. Solo comes in with the Maledict. But I like that Dyrachyo is going for this Orchid here. I think that's going to create a lot of problems for all of these dire heroes, actually. Not just the Jug or canceling the Black Hole, but even the supports too. So here, I want to look at this Remnant that Quinn throws out here, where it looks like he wants to go to it to make sure he doesn't blink out, but must have gotten clipped by the Requiem. So Kiyotaka just kind of walks it up, and then Solo big boss on the Witch Doctor here.
That's right.
Easy kill.
And just wait till he gets that shard.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's going to kill everyone.
Well, Ace top net worth in the game. Not too far behind is Dyrachyo on the Naga. And, I mean, the song has... A lot of times we don't see songs really used that early. Like, it doesn't seem... Like, it feels like it's either amazing or just completely useless in these games. But in this game in particular, it just seems... Especially with Meepo having these multiple units where it's all about protecting the one that's low. Definitely been clutch so far in this game.
Songs so far have been definitely very good. As something else I could think about soon as Fold, that Ramses here gonna be forced to spin, so they're just gonna force him back as they're just holding their ward. I think Roche might be on the menu pretty soon for Gaimin. I mean, look at your heroes. You have minus armor, you have 18 Nagas, you have 8 billion Meepo, so it should be quite easy as soon as they want to look at that.
Tower is under attack. Gotcha.
Let's see. Is
Radiant's middle tower.
Miro is going for the Blink Dagger next, and then the BKB. And at that point, they have nothing that will cancel it, unless they get a Basher or something.
I have seen ranged hero bashes before.
Yep.
Save Caudle somehow, so maybe we'll see some.
That was pretty epic. I think he was hitting creeps before that to get the RNG, right?
Yeah, he's the Prime Lord.
Pseudo RNG.
So Kiyotaka is actually just going for the straight up Blink Hex build. Very interesting. So Ramses is going to be the big dog in this game with the Fury into all the big items. Miero is going to try to buff him up a little bit with the Helm of Overlord.
Very interesting. It's very close to the build with the Arcane Blink of old, without the Arcane Blink of old. Yep.
With the Blink of new.
They're going to find Tofu and Solo. Not able to get the Maledict on him, so he will be able to pick himself away.
Tower is under attack.
No, they don't quite dare to de-ward up there, as they're not sure where Gaimin are, but they're actually just taking Roshan for themselves. In the meantime, 9Pandas going to farm up the map, end up taking the mid-tier 1 tower. Looks like Ace is making a slot, so he's going to take that one, and yeah, it's starting to be a scary Meepo.
Yeah, one of the best Aegis carriers in the game, and okay, this is maybe a dumb question, because they did change this a long time ago. The Aegis carrier, that's where it spawns every time?
That's where you respawn, yeah.
It's not the one that dies.
I'm pretty sure
right?
that...
Because it used to be the opposite, and then they fixed it to be what I think is this. It's one or the other, though. You know?
Pretty sure that one that holds,
I think so, too.
You will respawn with wherever he is.
Right.
This Ramses has to get this Manta style against all the nets, the orchids, the stuns coming out. Dyrachyo, a very nasty neutral item combo when you get Dragon Scale on Naga. As soon as you just put one illusion on some tower, more than 100 damage. Cute. Yeah, this Hex is still very interesting. I want to see how he's going to be able to put it to use later. Maybe just have an answer against Quinn, who's the split push annoyance spirit master nerd.
That's one way to put it. Oh, okay, telekinesis. We have the Atos coming in from Ace, though, and Antares does get the surprising kill before he drops.
I mean, this guy's the best techies in the world. Doesn't matter if he's not even playing it.
He knows all the interactions.
Is under attack.
And Miro very close to that Blink Dagger, but it's going to be hard to get a good Black Hole without the BKB.
Yeah, he's gonna need items. It's just hard for him to currently do much. Like when you have this Helm of Overlord, you want to try to play more around other cores. As he's chasing Ace right now, I'm gonna whip him real quick. Little boy.
Yep, Atos onto the Black Dragon. Not gonna follow it up though. You can see the BKB getting ever so close for Quinn. Ramses, he's gonna be spotted. He's gonna get netted.
Gonna walk it off.
The do have a lot of nets in this game, don't they? The Ensnare and the Earthbind.
Netception.
Neither of which go through BKB. Although I think the Naga Ags allows you to do that,
Yeah.
right?
It does. I
Oh,
mean,
wow, look at this discrepancy. That's surprising. I mean, I guess there is a Meepo. I don't know if he's been picking up the runes, but...
it's also just map control, right? When you lose some of these towers, I feel like it's hard for Pandas to actually reach into the jungles. They're more farming the outer circles as Ramses with his Manta.
Yeah, he just really wanted that one creep.
He did. As Ace is going somewhere else already.
Yeah, the
solo.
poofs are coming out onto solo. He gets a nice Maledict. Pavis as well, but the Atos holds him in place, and he will die. And it just feels like the longer this game is going, Gaimin have been extending their lead despite not having many fights even. It's just farm.
Yeah, they're just more efficient on the map with more map control. The bounty runes as well, as we've seen. I mean, when you have 20 billion units that you don't need to commit anywhere, you're naturally going to get more farm. And I assume 9Pandas, they need to look to strike back soon. Kiyotaka, though, he's got the Hex. This has to be a big timing for them. Also, the Blink onto Miero on the Enigma, so some very big item timings here.
8 minutes faster because nobody ever goes second item Sheepstick on
Very
Shadow
true.
Fiend.
I'm surprised it's not even more. Oh, that's the Raji here.
Oh, there's the Hex. Do they have the follow? Miero's on the high ground, looking for the Midnight Pulse. He's actually going to expend the Black Hole, and that ends up being a very important kill. That is not the Aegis carrier, of course. It is on Ace, and he's not afraid to go in, knowing that the Black Hole is down.
good
The
net.
net onto 3 heroes. Mega Meepo available.
Fling him,
Can he
bro.
do the damage here? He's getting pretty kited. The Malefice doing a good job. All the Meepos onto 1 means you share the Malefice, and Ramsey's just going to be able to TP out with the spin. So 9Pandas is able to put a dent essentially into the timer of this Aegis.
Dire's middle tower.
They got
is
out
under
without
attack.
losing anyone. I'm happy, you know, just pop the Black Hole there, take the Rachi out of the game pretty good as Ace tries to get some counter kills. Does show off the Mega Meepo, which puts him up to 4,000 HP when they were all together.
Yep, perfectly normal.
Yep.
That Midnight Pulse is going to do a lot of damage to him, that's for sure.
It sure does. It is, yeah, it's sadly magic damage nowadays.
That's true.
Which Meepo has some built-in resistance, luckily for him.
Yeah, I think, yeah, his ult actually gives him magic resistance in it. Yeah.
It's 10, 15, 20. So that does help. And he has the Pupil's Gift, not to forget, of course.
Yeah, very important.
Oh,
Trying to
hello
jump
there.
in. Hello, Ace. Finding solo, but a nice Maledict is there. I think they're actually going to
losing
get
a lot
this
of
Aegis.
HP.
He turns into the Mega Meepo. Is that going to save him? No.
Mega Meepo more like Mega
Aegis
Dead.
down. And with the Healing Ward and the Voodoo
Ooh,
Restoration.
Doracho.
Yes.
Nearly done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good call. Good call.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Stolen mirror image. Very nice.
I thought it was a song there for a second.
I saw it on you. Triple blood grenade on Celery this time around.
Oh, very.
Learning
very
from
cool.
his old man counterpart.
That's right. I mean, 9Pandas,
They're cooking.
yeah, they get rid of the Aegis. They killed Doracho a little bit earlier. So it hasn't been getting worse.
Shadow, so attack speed into then the magic talent. Looks like we have some deviation going on. As Gaimin gonna go for a quick 3-man smoke. Win with a DD rune by nature of having all this map control and controlling mid area. He will always get all the runes. Ramsey's looking for a butterfly. Okay, gonna make himself stronger. I mean, evasion, this you can't ask for a better butterfly game. I'm pretty sure. Meepo, Naga Siren.
Yep, that's true.
Darachi's gonna get one of his own.
Will these teams take a Tormentor at any point? There's going to be a smoke from 9Pandas. Tofu is not who they want, although they don't even have vision to see that he was there.
Good
Quinn
ward.
popping it, and Ramses is spotted.
Well, Chuck doesn't really care too much, so Quinn trying to be annoying, but with the healing ward around.
Oh, the Sheepstick from Kiyotaka onto Celery. Requiem's coming out, but Quinn pops the BKB, so he's going to rethink that.
Oh, the
but he gets
pike
silenced, and now the impetus doing so much damage.
The net.
Doracho,
More
oh
nets.
my goodness, Kiyotaka melts.
What have
Solo's
you done?
next on the list. Atos from afar. There's the mirror image.
The stolen chains.
Not going to do too much. That's 3 dead for 9Pandas, and not even that much needed from Gaimin.
I think Gaimin just picking up a little donation. Kiyotaka going in a little too deep, really wants to make use of his Hex, but in enemy territory and this deep with a very nice Hurricane Pike here from Celery, just gets all the stuff off. Good Orchid, and now we just get Netception coming out here.
My
Here,
God.
double Brood, you get the Naga Root, everyone's rooted. And then a third kill with the Atos, another root.
Oh, Meepo, Mr. Ace is going to steal the Tormentor as well. Ramsey's spotted it out. He's actually thinking about taking himself, but we'll see Tofu with the shard now. So nice steal from Gaimin.
Black hole.
The arrow black hole! Do they have enough of the Omni Slash to follow Kiyotaka?
Sure they do!
The Requiem! Oh my god! That was disgusting! Oh! My seat is wet after that one. Holy jeez!
That's what we call a holy base right there from Miero. Gets himself the 3-man hole with an Omni Slash. He even dealt the most damage. I mean, Midnight Pulse on 18 units. That will do.
All right, we need to see this again. Oh my goodness.
He even scouted it himself with the big black dragon. He drops the fire to Midnight Pulse. Oh, the Requiem.
Omni Slash with the cleave and Requiem.
That looks good. Into the tip. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're back in the game, baby.
They need a lot more of that.
Two more.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. It's going to be a bit difficult to get.
Dire's top tower.
Well, he's got Black Hole next time around. I don't see any cancels, Shannon.
That's true. Well, BKB
Radiant's
is not
bottom
far
tower
away.
is under attack.
Yeah, he's got it flying out.
Orchid. Solo's dead.
Dead.
You have died.
Oh, tried real hard to stay alive, but
Good attempt.
a little too hard.
Radiant are scared.
I mean, do you think they have enough outside of like this big wombo combo to kill a Naga Siren? Like,
Without the Black Hole?
yeah, without Black Hole.
I mean, if they catch him with the Hex into Requiem and everyone is there, they can still kill him. So it's not like you always need the Black Hole. But for a 5-on-5 engagement, yeah, you certainly need Miero with a Black Hole available. But honestly, their scaling is good. This is not a bad jug game. Like, you drop the healing ward, you have Spin, which is very good. He has the Fury to cut through all the Meepos and the Illusions. And I mean, if you Mega Meepo, I don't think Enigma cares about that. Midnight Pulse is going to shred through you. You have pure damage from the Black Hole as well.
Yep. Makes Omni Slash better.
It does indeed. Durancio wants to steal the rune. Or maybe kill Solo again.
Yeah, another repeat. Not going to happen.
I like this. Solo did this earlier today. He queues up the Crimson Guard. He did get it on Witch Doctor earlier today, and
It is a good
it's a
Crimson
sick
game.
Crimson Guard game, my bro.
Yeah, you don't really have another hero that would want to go for it, so might as well force it onto a support.
Yeah.
More important things for the Enigma, as always.
Quinn very focused, telling his team what needs to happen right now, as Kiyotaga's going to get himself his own BKB. So he's going to have pretty good Requiems too. You know, like, they can set up each other. He can try to go in first, maybe with the Blink, Hex, BKB, Requiem, try to help his Enigma play a slower fight as Durancio.
Yeah, Techie's mines are going to be pretty damn annoying to get through, though, as Quinn coming in with the Searing Chains. Healing Ward is placed. Force Staff, I'm not sure whose that was, but
I think that's
in
Dire
enemy
Force Staff.
territory at this point. Telekinesis save.
Antares just doing a little bit of trolling. It's okay.
Kiyotaka will have to walk back to the fountain, so a little bit of delay here, but yeah, Sheepstick now on Ace.
Well, with all the sustain, so the way that gaming heroes like to play, Ember and Nagas, they want to poke a lot. But when you play into Healing Ward and Maledicts and Witch Doctor heal, that doesn't really work. So in order for Gaimin to take a fight, they're going to have to look for a bigger committal. And that's why Ace also has a Hex. So that should help them with that if they just find a good angle. Because even though 9Pandas are down 11k gold, it doesn't really feel that way.
It does to me.
Does it?
The one thing that's
feel
gone well for them is
pretty
that
strong.
one team, like the one black hole.
Oh, Roche will die before it will move into the Radiant side.
Yeah, oh, 5 seconds away. 5 seconds away. Oh, so close yet so far.
Ages onto Ace.
Yes, and cheese for
Aces.
Mr. Quinn.
And
And 9Pandas kind of, yeah, being a bit unlucky here.
Yeah, just unlock.
Shivas will be next for Kiyotaka. I would love to see the Arcane Blink, even though it makes no sense anymore, but
Yeah, please do it.
maybe he just forgot. That was.
Oh yeah, he. This.
I mean, what do you think? Okay, so far, 30 minutes in, do you like this build? Or is it better to just go the physical?
No, I'm kind of down for like the way he adapted in this game as Tofu. He knows someone is there.
Ace, he's not afraid. He gets sheeped onto Kiyotaka. Kind of all alone, but Miero comes in with the black hole out of nowhere, and that's going to be the death of Techies, and the Aegis gone. But now they're going to BKB TP.
Just TP out, lol.
And now they just have to wait for the next black hole.
Oh, that was pretty good. I
That
think
is
they're going
good.
to take that.
That was good.
I mean, Gaimin will try to push forward, of course, as the black hole is down, but I don't think 9Pandas like poke and deep push is. It's not that bad.
Doracio's getting pretty huge, though.
He sure is. As Kiyotaka, he's just baiting. Here comes Miero, getting his...
Quinn was fortunate not to be caught in that as well.
Yeah, because he will just die, straight up. You don't live through this build. As I mean, Kiyotaka, maybe another thing about this build is that he can kind of go in for his team. Let's hold that for a bit. They're going to need some midnight pulses, drop that stuff over there, try to delay the push.
Yeah, how much can Gaimin Gladiators get out of the fact that they know that Black Hole is down? Ace, of course, along with the Naga, can really push fast. And silence onto Solo. To delay this, as Ace is going to go in for the assassination, and they get him. Sleight of Fist takes him out, but he doesn't have the buyback available.
Whoa.
He's the one that has to be careful because he just dies straight up. Mega Meepo activated. Do they have the damage, though? The Omni Slash bouncing all over the place, and now the song to get the hell out from Doraccio and Ace. Although Doraccio, he's kind of left to his own devices. Do they have the damage to take him now?
Stolen Song
he is completely surrounded. Song, like you said, is available if needed. Doraccio, they actually use the song just to make sure they can find the real one, and they do. So this ends up being a big hold for 9Pandas. As Quinn, I feel like, went just a little too deep, got caught off guard.
I think he had a Remnant and Cheese available, but yeah, I think he just
Did he get sheeped or something like that?
Maybe just too fast, or like too much minus armor with the damage. Let's see. So he goes in, gets the kill. He kills the healing ward.
He's just taking damage.
And then he just dies.
It's just damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you take damage, you do die.
Yeah, lots of damage. Big number damage.
That was a good song, but Doraccio didn't get... Maybe his TP was on cooldown? Maybe he just didn't get the memo. But good stolen song. Gonna get the kill here on Doraccio as well.
All right, 9Pandas showing some life, and that's
strong.
That 20 talent for Ramses. That means he's online officially.
Yeah, no matter what items you got, once you get that.
The healing on Blade Dance.
He's got the MJ on Jug as well with the butterfly.
Just needs Aghanims and Shard.
He'll get there. I mean, if you take the Blade Fury talent,
did you misclick in those 13% of the time?
I think so.
They don't understand that it's bugged / featured.
But I like Blade Fury, Shannon.
I like spinning.
Spin to win.
Oh, Octarine Core now.
I mean, Miero is... he's getting fast. 307. This is a good Enigma game. Second in the network from his team. And, I mean, you can tell. They're just smoking down mid and Gaimin. They're not having any of that as Celery. Better keep running away, little pony man. Has his own BKB.
That is not a pony, but...
Whatever.
We'll go
It
with
would be a pony in my head.
It's more like a deer.
Sure. He's an animal. Walk away, animal.
Don't use that one in your pubs. I would say very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. I'm sure none of these players in this game would ever use
No. We've never seen
terminology.
That before. Of course not. Especially not this young man that we're watching.
Oh, there's... Okay. Yeah, I guess... See, it's 9k gold lead, but only 52% win probability.
Yeah. No, it's looking better now. It's looking better now. Miero, like you said, has the Octarine, and once he gets Refresher, I think that is when Gaimin will have a difficult time in these fights.
Requiem Fear per line.
Okay.
He's going to line him up.
7% pick rate, but I mean, that makes sense because nobody's playing
this build,
this magic damage build.
But this is why you need the Zoomers on the block to be in your team.
That's right.
You need the 7%, the ones that play 18 billion pubs a day. And they figure out, yeah, you know, in this game, I don't want to be right-click Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. He's got the Shivas now, excellent against the likes of Naga and Meepo. And then if he gets Refresher, I mean, the Wombo combo from 9Pandas becomes, it's not even one of those things, if they find the right angle, like there's a good chance that they will just find something. I mean, they have two chances.
When they have Refresher on SF and Enigma, Ramses can go AFK. His team will carry him if they just get the correct spell usage off. They're literally going to be that strong. So Gaimin, even though you have a big lead, gonna have to make sure they keep their head in the game and stay focused, talk about what exactly they need to have happen. Getting a Skadi soon on Ace, who's trying to also work on to his 25 talent later, where you can apparently get the pack wrap.
Oh yeah. Have we even seen that before?
I have not. Sounds funny though.
It does sound cool. It's a cool mechanic, but I haven't seen it yet, and I hope we do see it. Like, I don't even know what would be good. Pupil scan. I mean, at that point, you're getting tier 4 items, right? and all your meepos will get that neutral. Is that how I understand it?
Yeah, I thought you can put one of your own items in the neutral slot.
Oh,
Put
that's
the
right, that's
neutral
right.
in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
slot.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. Too.
Either way, you're probably seeing that. I think this game is going to stall for a while. It's going to have 7 items on Meepo.
Celery can now grab some more creeps and has that other thing attached to it that I don't even remember what it does because it's not even remotely interesting. Little friends.
Little friends. Make all of them like just gang up.
Yeah.
Like a little ghetto party.
He's going to go for Aghanim Scepter, it looks like. Wow.
He wants that sprawling. I mean, I don't blame him. I think his teammates.
You're looking for Freddy? He disappeared.
What's supposed to be there, Fred?
They're getting ready for the Freddy.
I mean, this is gonna be a Freddy game for sure. I think we're in for the long haul.
Yeah,
here,
I think
Shannon.
this is gonna be a late one. We're gonna name all the creatures on the map at the end of this tournament.
Because Gaimin's heroes, they're going to be very tanky. I mean, maybe you also even just take the 1 clone talent on Meepo, so Ace can have more than 10,000 HP in this game.
Yeah, the Mega Meepo becomes stronger, of course.
Yeah, because all these heroes are going to be very tanky, but I think Celery is understanding that, okay, boys, I need to, as we usually see from some silencers or enchantresses, 6 minutes into the game, you need to start slapping the enemies, because your other bros, they're going to fall off.
And Ramses has the Aghanim, so Swift Slash is available. And I think he was opting for the Shard next. In fact, that might even be delivering now. He does not have buyback right now. That's a bit risky.
He's got trust in his team. Honestly, if they go on him with the Butterfly, he doesn't die that fast. They're just going to set up Miro for a good Black Hole. So if you're Gaimin, you have to team fight very nicely. Like maybe you even have to go for some stuff later where you fight one half and you try to like song the Enigma in the back line so he can come in, or you just try to get on the back line. How's Quinn doing it? Yeah, he's working on an axe. So this is definitely going to be one of the timings for him as well. With the Shard and the axe, you can always try to just cancel the Enigma's blink in the back line or even just go on the supports. Because I don't know why this still works, but when you pop the Remnant somewhere, it instantly deals damage with the Shard. It doesn't have to arrive at the spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you just insta-cancel blinks.
Huh.
Yeah, which is very good against the Dire Draft.
That's a cool feature.
Yes, I love that.
Quote-unquote feature.
Very strong.
Kiyotaka getting pretty close to the refresher, but we'll see if he opts to save for the old buyback.
I mean, this is how good this neutral item is on Naga, where Duraccio just puts in the Dragon Scale whenever he pops illusions, because he just cleared some random tower. I don't even know which one it was. As their mid-tier 3 is at 18 HP, top tier 3 just died to it.
That is some interesting tech. That's like AUI type stuff right there.
Yeah, it's some nerdy stuff. And if you're at this tournament, you were good and a nerd.
Shivas into the sheep. Kiyotaka gonna get off the Requiem. No, he gets silenced with a BKB coming out.
Okay.
The song is
Miro
there.
BKB'd.
Yeah, Miro BKBs as well. Duraccio, his song's gonna run out very shortly, and he is completely surrounded. No getaway for him.
No ghetto.
And Ramses will Swift Slash to victory.
They also stole Song. Like, stolen Song with the Shard on Rubik at this point in the game is very big. Like, let's pretend
that's
Gaimin...
even more sustained.
Yeah, let's say, like, Gaimin go for some jump in with a Hex. You just Song, you return it. You just stalled the entire fight. You're going to set up even the Black Hole.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the counter. The counter to Gaimin Gladiators. The Song into the Black Hole.
Yeah. That is definitely a thing.
Oh, Jim and John.
Roche is up in 30 seconds, at which point it will be daytime, so I don't know.
It's time to go back bottom.
They're going to have to go back through the gate here. I mean, they have good control at the bottom side of the map, although there are a couple techie finds in the area. Tofu, I think he spotted. Gets off the blast off, and Terry's just going to walk away. Mine's now destroyed. This is going to turn into good old-fashioned Roche off, but the Hex onto Quinn. Do they have more control? No, he remnants away, and Tofu able to walk away. And Ramsey spins. Into the Roche pit they go, and Roche just spawns. And this is the Aghanim Scepter Roche. So Jug already has his. I mean, you're giving it to Shadow Fiend for sure.
Nah, I would give it to Miro. I would tell my team I'm going to suck them all into my Black Hole. Whatever. And he just insta-8'd dude, like, no discussion, bro.
Yeah, of course not.
This is mine.
It's a Shadow Fiend, you know?
I mean, it's good.
I mean, even more sustain, right? Wait, did they change this? It increases max souls of Necromastery as well.
You still heal on the return.
Okay.
It's good. They're both great. I don't know if they can do much wrong, depending on, you know, who you give it to. but I think Miero later as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind sucking in some more meeples or some nagas. Either way, happy with that. Get the Aegis, get the cheese.
I mean, at this rate, Miero's going to be able to afford anything he wants anyway. Actually, he goes for Boots of Travel before finishing the refresher. Interesting.
I'm kind of down for that. I think you help your team like push out the waves, because at this point, you're playing against Ents, you're playing against Naga. They're just going to try to make it annoying. Ramses does pick up his 25.
Have you ever seen the Healing Ward talent before?
No.
I don't think I've seen it either.
That's also a misclick. Like, if you take Blade Fury...
17%.
With more people
higher
take that
win
than the
rate.
Blade Fury. I mean, because if you take that, like, you're probably ruffle stomping the game.
Yeah, maybe.
Because then it's like, I don't need Omni Slash.
Ramsey's able to clean up these illusions very nicely between the Mjolnir and his Swift Slash. He can make quick work of them. Kiyotaka, hunting, hunting, hunting. Naga is who he wants. He's spotted though. Shivas is going to get some vision. There's the sheep stick to follow. Malefice as well.
Blast him.
And into the black hole. Doraccio. Well,
Good
he
fear.
will eventually go. My goodness, this takes a long time. Despite how farm 9Pandas are, that took a long-ass time. And there's a refresher now for Kiyotaka.
He still got the double. He's a patient young man, not dropping the Requiem there. Just going to go straight into the high ground. You've got the healing ward, because Antares is still holding on to the stolen song, mind you. So
How long does he have it for? It's running out relatively soon.
He's still got like 30-ish seconds. You have like 5 minutes.
The blink in. Kiyotaka with the Omni Slash, or maybe Swift
got no
Artillery's
buyback.
dead just like that. Song of the Siren. Is that the stolen?
Yep.
Looks like it. Kiyotaka
saving
going to
everyone.
reset, knowing that this buyback came out from Doraccio. Telekinesis save as well. Ramsey's kind of stuck here, and there's a
That's
song
an
from
aggressive song.
Doraccio now. Trying to set something up. Remnants are there.
Bottom barracks.
Now
Do they have the damage? Instant sheep
Requiem.
onto Doraccio. Requiem to follow. That's a dieback onto the Naga Siren.
Oh my goodness.
And just like that, it's a 5 versus 3 with
Hex.
still having the Aegis, and looks like Quinn dies as well to the Swift Slash. And Ramsey's still holding on to the Omni after all this, and they know that these
straight to
diebacks
the
are there, so
2-4.
they're just going to go for the win right here, right now. Celery buys back. And this building damage, I mean, it is a magic damage Kiyotaka build. As Blast Off coming in very nicely done, but the
Here
Omni
comes
Slash onto Ace, into the
Ace
Blast
is
Off.
dead.
So much damage. Down goes Meepo, buys back instantly. Solo just barely living. Looks like that's going to be one down,
Oh,
tier
Quinn has
4.
buyback.
Quinn has buyback now, will expend it. Both tier 4s will be taken out. Remnanting in. Quinn trying to control it. There's the Hex onto the Shadow Fiend.
Okay,
Ace trying to do
okay.
as much as he can, but he's getting controlled and he's getting right-clicked down by Ramses. The Mega Meepo comes out to save him. And the Death Ward is there onto
Quinn, no
Quinn.
remnants.
He gets taken out by the Shadow Fiend again. And that should do it. That's a
Miro.
dieback onto Quinn, a dieback onto Doraccio.
No creeps.
That's true.
No creeps, brothers.
They have to wait. This is a bit awkward. All they have is technically the 2
Push
tier
top.
4s and a melee racks in the top lane.
Okay, creeps are coming slowly but surely, as is.
Their building damage is not that crazy because Shadow Fiend is not the right clicker that we're used to seeing, but Ace
Oh,
trying
there's
to get
the tip.
everything on the Kiyotaka, but the big Requiem is there with the Shadow Raises to follow. Ramses trying to take out a Meepo here, gets the spin off. And that's going to be, he gets
the
the
burrow.
dig. Okay, Ace staying alive ever so slowly, but he's the last remaining member of Gaimin. And this is
GG's
a
call.
2-0 for 9Pandas, their first actual victory. The first time Ramses has beaten Quinn is because he didn't tip the entire series.
He tipped him at the very end.
Oh, shit.
Right before. But he knew this time to
Yeah.
wait properly until you're hitting the throne. I mean, you
All
can
right.
just never count out a lineup with an Enigma. There was this one sick play from Miro. He scouts it himself, gets a 3-man black hole. They just turn it around, and yeah, I think eventually Gaimin's draft, there's some overlap if they're not far ahead, and 9Pandas strike back a 2-0.
Yeah, I'm
First
not going to
victory.
lie, Kazu.
Yeah.
I did not believe in the Shadow Fiend build. And I
wasn't sure, but
I was horribly wrong, and I'm really glad to see it because that means Shadow Fiend can be picked more. But despite not having the old Arcane Blink, builds the exact same way, and it's apparently very good.
I mean, they just have a big wombo combo later, right? You have the Black Hole, you have the Requiem into like a lot of these units with the illusions and many meeples staying around. You've got the Battle Fury on Ramses as well. Just, you know, standing strong, holding onto the game and knowing which timings they kind of have to play for. I think Gaming were in a very good spot in this game, but perhaps eventually it's a little awkward for them, but yeah.
Yeah, so with this, they are now, I believe, tied. Is that correct? I think Yeah, Gaimin
it
were
was
6 and
4-6,
4,
6-4.
and 9Pandas were 4-6, so now they're just tied.
Yep.
So that is a big deal because 9Pandas was right on the threshold of being on the elimination side of the group stage, and now they've catapulted themselves. So what's that production? Sorry. Very good. We're going to have an interview in just a few seconds with...
A few seconds?
Yeah, a few seconds with Tsunami. Take it away. Yeah. Solo.
Thank you very much. I'm standing by with Solo of 9Pandas. You guys have finally been able to conquer Gaimin Gladiators after so many matchups, and what a way to do it, man. What a series that was. Both games nail-biters to watch. For game number 2, let's start out with Miro. What was the target priority for him? Like, what did he feel like, I have to black hole to win this game?
Well, Mipa was a problem, so I think Miro was focused on Mipa, and he had really nice black hole on our Tormentor. That was a huge comeback for us. So Matvey played very good, and we made a comeback.
زي ما تشوفون اعزائنا المشاهدين معنا سولو من فريق 9 بانداز. من اجمل الايام اللي شاهدناها واخيرا شاهدنا 9 بانداز يقدرون انهم ياخذون الفوز على فريق جيمنج جلاديترز، مع ان عارفين احنا الهيستوري اللي بينهم دائما جيمنج جلاديترز هو اللي يفوز. السؤال الاول اللي سالناه في المقابله انه كيف قدرتوا انكم تاخذون الفوز، خصوصا ان البرايورتي حقت ميريو وشلون بيقدر انه ياخذ البرايورتي في كل تيم فايت يسوونه. كان الجواب انه هو عارفين انهم بيصير مشكله لهم، وخصوصا مع البلاك هول حقته بيقدر انه يعرف متى يستعملها وكيف يستعملها بالضبط، لكن كان تركيزه على انه ياخذ على الاوبجكتيف او ياخذ الاوبجكتيف على الشخص اللي يكون الاعلى برايورتي للفريق الخصم، وبكن خلال البلاي هذه يقدروا ياخذون الجيم بالكامل.
And now let me take you back to game number 1, where it was another very intense finish. When they were defending and Dragon Knight was just hovering over the throne, did you guys ever think like, we might not be able to win this? Or were you like, all right, get it over with, just type GG, let's get on with it?
No, the game was hard. We made it hard because of our mistakes, but they made even bigger mistake. They let me play Undying, so that's it.
ايضا سالنا سولو في هذه المقابله عن موضوع انه في نهايه الجيم الثاني شفناكم تسوون هضر على الثرون، ما ندري اذا هل بيكون عندكم فرصه انك تخلصون الجيم ولا لا، فهل كانت الكوميونيكيشن بينكم انه خلصوا الجيم على طول خلاص احنا الفايزين، ولا كان في شيء ثاني ببالكم؟ قال لا، انه بالعكس ان احنا قلنا عارفين انه بنخلص الجيم، واصلا كان غلطتهم الاكبر انه خلوني انا العب في الجيم.
And I haven't gotten to pick your brain too much about the structure of your team, but I'm wondering, how do you and No Fear split the responsibilities between like replay analysis, drafting? What's the priority there?
We just do our best, like any Dota aspect, drafts or analysis, all stuff we do together. We just do our best, all of us.
They're both like a 50-50 split between you two?
Yes, something like this. But Ramses is doing a lot for now. He's drafting at our team at this tournament, so yeah.
سألنا سولو أيضاً أحد الأسئلة اللي معنا في المقابلة، تكلم عن كيف هم يقدرون يقسمون المهام لتدريب الفريق وتجهيزهم لكل مباراة هم يحضرونها. كان الجواب إنه حالياً هو رامزي أكثر واحد يركز على الدرافت، والبقية تكون سبلت ما بين كل الناس اللي ممكن يكون عندهم خبرة أكثر، ودائماً نشوف استراتيجيات حقتهم تتقسم بينهم، كل واحد منهم ياخذ الشيء اللي هو كويس فيه أكثر.
And now I finally maybe get a different answer out of you, because everyone I'm talking to, who do they want to face off in this tournament? They say Gaimin Gladiators. You just beat them. So now, who's remaining left in this tournament that you would like to play or maybe even rematch?
Well, I hope we'll make into playoffs and beat Gaimin Gladiators again.
You want the best of 5 against them?
Yeah, of course.
آخر سؤال سألنا سولو في هذه المقابلة، نتكلم عن مين الفريق اللي هو يحاب إنه يواجهه، خصوصاً إنه كل الفرق الثانية دائماً يقولون نبغى نواجه جيمنج جلاديترز، لكن هالمرة هذه هل عندك جواب مختلف؟ لكن كان الإجابة بكل بساطة إنه لا، أنا أبغى أسوي ريماتش مع جيمنج جلاديترز، وأبغاها تكون أنا وياهم في البلاي أوفز، وحتى لو كانت بس 5 بيكون أفضل وأفضل.
Thank you very much, Solo. Appreciate your time, and congratulations on this 2-0 win. And before we send it back to the studio, can I get a quick vocab lesson, Fancy?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I got you. So basically, as I mentioned before, this means luck. Okay. So the way to pronounce this is saying hav.
Have.
Hav.
Have.
There you go. You kind of got it. Okay. So the other one is strength, which means, it's basically قوة, and it means strength.
Khoa.
No, it's قوة.
Khoa.
No, with the letter qa.
I don't know
Okay,
that ladder.
I don't think you can do it, but yeah, it's strength and luck, and this is exactly what they got, and this is how they beat Gaming Gladiators, in my opinion.
Perfect. Well, that's it from us. Send it back to the studio.
يعطيكم العافية. على طول على سوي تحليلي نتكلم أكثر.